Hi and welcome to this lesson. We're going to take our first simple chord today, which is the simple G chord. Now again, if you look at the chord diagram, you will find that the first three strings, the 6th, the 5th and the 4th, have an X, so it means do not play these strings. The third string open is with us, the second string open, and finally the first string on the 3rd fret. Now you can use either the 3rd finger or the pinky finger, it's up to you. And when we strum, we're going to strum from the 3rd string. Okay, now if you strum with using a pick or your thumb or your finger, it's okay, but I recommend that you use a pick. And we play one strum which is represented by a single slash. Now try to sound the 3 strings as one string, meaning don't do this. This will be too slow. It's just one quick strum. So when chords change or a chord appears for the first time, its letter takes the place of the first slash as in G, and then the rest of the slashes. So as you can see here in the chord exercise, which is you can listen to the track 1 or listen to the sound of the chord by downloading the supplement material. You'll find all the tracks in the zipped file, and if you play track 1, you will play or you will hear the exercise and you can play along. So before we play, I recommend that you strum slowly at first and try to keep a steady, regular speed. The metronome, if you have one of these, or you can search for an online metronome, can help you to strum evenly. And if you choose a speed, let it be the speed of 60, which is the speed of the seconds, so you'll have something as a guide for you to follow. Or you can count slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever you choose, you need to go from the beginning or to have a steady beat with you in order for you to play evenly and steadily. So let's try to do exercise number 1 now, chord exercise for G. Hold the chord with the 3rd or the pinky finger and start from the 3rd string. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we start. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen the vertical lines, and these are not strums. They are used to indicate measures or bars, which are sections with an equal number of strums. Note that we have 4 strums in each measure. That's why we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are bar lines at the end, and at the end you'll see a double bar line, which means the end of the exercise or the song. So let's try it again. Let me play with the metronome so you will feel, or you have a feel of what it is like when you play with something like that. Okay, so I have a metronome and a tuner, which is clipped. You can put it on the guitar here. Okay, and you can switch between the tuner and the metronome. Right now it's on the metronome, and I choose the speed of 60 beats per minute. One, 2, 3, 4. Now the right hand, you need to hold the pick with these two fingers, the thumb and the index, and you should hold it firmly. And you always start from the third string. Now, of course, this might not happen in the beginning. You might start from the fourth string, you might hit the second string. So take your time. I know it's a simple exercise, but you are learning a lot of things. You're learning how to count a steady beat and how to make your third or the pinky finger get used and feel the frets and the strings. And you are strumming with a steady beat and you're holding the pick. So you're doing a lot of things at the same time. So take your time, and if this speed actually feel a little bit fast, you can even go slower. There's no problem of going slower until you get it right, and then start to increase the speed. So we have a song that goes with the chord that you just learned, which is Brother John, or the French version of it, Frère Jacques. Again, it's on track 2. So if you play track 2, you can listen to the exercise played and sang by a friend of mine. Her name is Shayma. She has a lovely voice. So we recorded that especially for you, so you can play along and someone is singing it for you, so you don't have to sing, okay? You'll be the guitar player. Another song that can work with this simple chord is Row, Row, Row Your Boat, is another well-known song. Yeah, you can play using only the simple G chord. Let me start the metronome and then we can play Brother John or Frère Jacques. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? Brother John, morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing, ding dang dong, ding dang dong.
We learned the G chord today, the simple G chord, and we learned how to strum it in a steady beat using a metronome or counting. And we learned 2 songs, Brother John and Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Thank you for watching. I know it's a simple song and it's a simple chord, but do your best to play it in a steady beat without hesitating. And I will see you in the next lesson or the next section. Thank you very much, and I will see you then.